What's the weirdest coincidence that's ever happened to you? I was at the DMV renewing my license and the line was taking forever. The guy next to me starts complaining about how long it's taking, and we end up chatting for like an hour. He mentions he's from Chicago but moved here for work. I tell him I'm originally from Chicago too, and we start talking about different neighborhoods. Turns out we both lived on the same street, Maple Avenue. He says he lived at 441, Maple, and I'm like, no way, I lived at 448. We start comparing stories about the crazy neighbors in the old corner store. Then he mentions this kid who used to ride his bike up and down the street every day singing at the top of his lungs. I freeze because that was me. I used to ride around singing Disney songs when I was like 8 years old. He starts laughing and says, dude, that was so annoying but also kind of cute. My mom always said you had a good voice. I'm dying because I remember there was this family that would watch me from their window, but I was too embarrassed to ever wave back. So I ask him what his address was again, and he says 412. I realize he lived in the blue house directly across from mine. We had been neighbors for 3 years when we were kids, and here we are 15 years later, standing in line at the DMV in a completely different state. The weirdest part? When we finally get to the counter, the DMV worker asks for our old addresses to verify our records. When I say 408 Maple Avenue, Chicago, she looks confused. She says, that's weird, the guy right before you also lived on Maple Avenue. We both just started laughing because even the DMV worker thought it was insane.